Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh, and hello everyone, how are you today? First of all, we say thanks to God who has given us some mercies and blessing, and then we can do everything our activities. And when allow me to introduce myself, I'm Jayanti as the first speaker. We are from Group 8. My father is Nur Hatima and Miftahul Jannah, where our topic is talking about analyzing and interpreting qualitative data. Analysis qualitative is we need comprehend how to understand a text and pictures, so we can make answer about our question of our research. There are six steps of process analyzing and interactive qualitative data we want to discuss together. It's also out material. The first step is identifying a research problem. When we do identify a research problem, we begin a research study by identifying a topic to study, typically an issue or problem in education that needs to be resolved. Identifying a research problem consists of specifying an issue to study, developing a justification for studying it, and suggesting the importance of the study for select audience that will read the report. Those niche issues or controversies arise out of an educationally need expressed by teacher, schools, policymaker, or research, and we refer to them as the research problems. You will state them in introductory sections of a research report and provide a rationale for their importance. The second step is reviewing the literature. Because of this concern, reviewing the literature is an important step in the research process. Reviewing the literature means allocating summaries, books, journals, and evidence publications on a topic, selectively choosing which literature to include in your review, and then summarizing the literature in a written report. You can learn how to locate journal articles and books in academic library. Third step is specifying a purpose for research. If your research problem covers a broad topic of concern, you need to focus it so you can study it. This statement conveys the overall objective or intent of your research, as it is the most important statement in your research study. The purpose for research consists of identifying the major intent or objective for a study and narrowing it into a specific research question or hypothesis. The fourth step is collecting data. Collecting data means identifying and selecting individuals for a study, obtaining their permission to study them, and gathering information by asking people questions or observing their behaviors. And the fifth is analyzing and interpreting the data. During or immediately after the collection, you need to make sense of the information supplied by individuals in the study. Analysis consists of taking the data apart to determine individual response and then putting it together. To summarize it, analyzing and interpreting the data involves drawing conclusions about it, reflecting in the tables, figures, and pictures to summarize it, and explaining the conclusion in a word to provide answers to your research question. You report analysis and drafting in a section of a research report, usually titled Result, Findings, or Education. The sixth is reporting and evaluating result. Evaluating result involves assessing the quality of a study using standard events by individuals in education. Still, we need some means of determining the quality of studies, especially published research or reports present to partitioner audience. Well, the second our topic is how do you prepare and organize the data for analyzing. Therefore, we want to discuss together the, the first point is organize data, transcript data, analyzing by hand or computer, using a qualitative computer program. Well, the 3 points of organized data we want to talk together is the first is developing a matrix or a table of source that can be used to help organize the material. The second, organizing the material by type. The third is keeping duplicate copies of all forms of data. And about transcript data, there are 6 points we want to discuss. The first point is create 2-inch margins on each side of the text document. Leave extra space on the page between the interviewer's comment and the interview's comments. Highlight or mark in some way to a question asked by the interviewer. Detailed headers that contain information about the interview. Analysis by hand or computer. A hand analysis maybe we can prefer when are analyzing a small database, are not comfortable using computer, or have not learned a qualitative computer software program, want to be close to the data and have a hands-on feel for it without instruction or information. How time to commit to a hand analysis. Using computer, maybe we prefer when our analyzing is larger database, are adequately trained in use the program, and are comfortable use computers. Have resources to perhaps a program or can locate one to use, and need a close impression of every word and sentence to capture specific quotes or meaning of passage. Use of qualitative computer programs. Use of qualitative computer programs. A qualitative data analysis computer program is a program that stores data, organizes your data, enables you to assign labels or codes to your data, and facilitates searching through your data and locating specific text or words. How do you explore and code the data? There are 2 points. The first point is explore the general sense of the data and code the data. Explore the general sense of the data. The first step in the data analysis is to explore the data. A preliminary exploratory analysis in qualitative research consists of exploring the data to obtain a general sense of the data, memorizing ideas, thinking about the organization of the data, and considering whether you need more data. Code the data. Coding is the process of segmenting and labeling text to form descriptions and broad themes in the data. Well, that's all from me as the first speaker, and the next Armato is my partner.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Nur Hatima. I will continue the explanation from my friend. Well, how do you use codes to build description and themes? Description. Description is a detailed rendering of people, place, or events in a setting in qualitative research. It is easy to start the analysis after the initial reading and coding of the data. In some forms of qualitative research design, such as in ethnography or in case studies, the researcher provides considerable description of the setting. Developing detail is important, and the research analysis data from all sources. There are several types of themes, and authors typically identify them as follows. The first, ordinary themes. Themes that a researcher may expect to find. The second, unexpected themes. Themes that are surfaced and not expected to surface during a study. The three, hard to classify themes. Themes that contain ideas that do not easily into one. Themes or they overlap with several themes. The last, major and minor themes. Themes that represent the major ideas and the minor, secondary ideas in a database. Okay, the next, how do you represent and report findings? Reporting findings. The primary form for representing and reporting findings in qualitative research is a narrative discussion. A narrative discussion is a written passage in qualitative study in which authors summarize in detail the findings from their data analysis. There is no set form for this narrative, which can vary widely from one study to another. Consider these useful hints. There are 6. The first include dialogue that provides support for themes. Second, state the dialogue in the participants' native language or in the regional or ethnic dialect. 3. Use metaphors and analogies. 4. Report quotes from interview data or from observation of individuals. 4. Report multiple perspectives and contrary evidence. The last, write in vivid detail, especially with tensions and contradiction in individual experience. Okay, the next, how do you interpret findings? Interpretation involves making sense of the data or the lessons learned, as described by Lincoln and Dubin. Interpretation in qualitative research means that the researcher steps back and forms some large meaning about the phenomenon based on personal views. Comparison with past studies or both. Qualitative research is interpretive research, and you will need to make sense of the findings. You will findings interpretation in a final section of a study under headings such as discussion, conclusion, interpretation, or implication. Okay, next, summarizes findings. A typical discussion section begins with a general recap of the major findings. Sometimes you will state each individual research question again and provide findings for each question. The overall intention of this passage is to provide readers with an overview of the findings to complement the more detailed result in the description and themes passage. Convey personal reflection. Because qualitative researchers believe that your personal views can never be kept separate from interpretation. Personal reflection about the meaning of the data are included in the research study. Now, make comparison to the literature. Interpretation may also contain reference to the literature and past studies. Similar to qualitative research, the qualitative inquiry interprets the data in view of this past research, showing how the findings may support or contradict previous studies. Or both. This interpretation may compare qualitative findings with reported views of a social science concept found in the literature. Or it may combine personal views with an educational or social science term or idea. Offer limitation and suggestion for future research. Also similar to qualitative research. The qualitative research suggests possible limitation or weakness of the study and makes recommendation for future research. These limitations may address problems in data collection, unanswered questions by participants, or better selection of purposeful sampling of individual or sites for the study. Okay, thank you.
Okay, assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Miftah Jannah. I will explain about how do you validate the accuracy of your findings. Throughout the process of data collection and analysis, you need to make sure that your findings and interpretation are processed accurate. Validating findings mean that the researcher determines the accuracy of credibility of the findings through strategies such as member checking or triangulation. In this way, it encourages the researcher to develop a report that is both accurate and credible. Researchers also check their findings with participants in the study to determine if their findings are accurate. Member checking is a process in which the researcher asks one more participant in the study to check the accuracy of the account. You ask participants about many aspects of the study, such as whether the description is complete and realistic, if the times are accurate to include, and if the interpretation are fair and representative. Examining qualitative data analysis in the Mother's Trust its principal case study. Conclusion section that conveys the implication of the study for school principal, for designing IPA meeting, and for training program for principal. We do not learn about the limitation of the study or suggestion for future research. However, there is a passage on validity called confirmability in the study. The authors had the summary. The participants check the accuracy of their reported findings by viewing a summary of findings and by asking participants
Strong member checking to comment on the cases in the study. Case idea. In the chapter 6 step in the process of analyzing and interpreting qualitative data, there are 6 interrelated steps involved in qualitative data analysis and interpretation. Researchers need to prepare and organize the data for analysis. This process involves storing and transcribing the data and deciding on whether the data will be hand or computer analysis. The next step is to explore the data and to code it. This involves reading through the database and then employing the step involved in coding. These steps are to identify text segment and then to assign code labels to the segment based on the meaning the researcher says in the next segment. These codes are then used in forming a description of the central phenomenon or of the context or setting of the study. Findings from this analysis, the researchers represent the data in the findings through figures, tables, maps, and a detailed description of the themes. The conclusion of the study also needs to convey the limitation of the study as well as future research. It is important as well to validate the accuracy of the findings through several strategies such as member checking and triangulation. Okay, thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.